Thought I'd show off my Magnus effect trike this evening. Made this last year for Flight Fest. I prototyped a few versions before Flight Fest, and then I assembled this actual one at Flight Fest. Flew good, and I haven't flown it since, so about a year now. So it breaks down to fit in the car easier. Here's the bearing block that you have to assemble. Hopefully this isn't too hard to do out here. So these two halves just kind of hold the bearings that are on this carbon fiber shaft here. I made a few different Magnus effect vehicles for the past few Flight Fests, and this design seems to work out the best with the motor below the rotor. My other ones had the motor above the rotor and it had a kind of a nosing down effect. I ended up crashing this one at the end of Flight Fest, and basically the front fell off. You can do kind of like wing overs with it, and I tried to do two in a row and ran out of altitude, but it didn't get banged up too bad. So let's see what happens here.
Switch warning.
We got lights on it because I flew it at nighttime there. It shows up really good at nighttime with the lights on the rotor. Got a lot of cord here I gotta wrap up. Let's see. Try to make sure this doesn't get stuck in the grass. Okay, it's bound up, and I got this stuck on my head. So the trick to this one is to launch it with a backspin. That's if it'll even fly. We'll see what happens. There we go. Needs a little bit of nose weight. It's kind of porpoising up a bit. But it climbs great. Try to take it up and do a wing over or a rotor over or whatever. But yeah, it needs a little bit of nose weight. It's kind of falling out on me when I try to go up. It climbs too good right now. Just trying to get some altitude without the nose dipping over. Oh, just went over the top by accident. Okay, let's try to spin it over. Ready? Get it going straight towards me. And power and turn. You can hear the rotor speed up like crazy. But yeah, it's kind of performing poorly without the extra nose weight. It's kind of like flying a tail heavy plane. I got some people over there watching. They're probably confused what they're looking at. I think there's probably only a handful of Magnus effect RC stuff flying in the world, so kind of not a very common sight. Let's punch the throttle, see what happens here. Over the top. And I'm going to bring it in for a landing because there's a kid and I don't want to film him. There we go, successful flight. Needs a little bit of nose weight or some aerodynamic drag in front of the, or down here. I had a seat back here for a little, I think it was the chicken I had on there. But yeah, I guess I'll be flying this more. Haven't flown it for a little while, and that was fun to get it out again. Thanks for watching.